All right. I don't know if I mentioned it in the podcast, but it just pisses me off that the only two televised conferences were Microsoft and EA, because I'm assuming they're the only American companies that are like.
Yeah,
probably paid them off.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Microsoft,
What are you
at least.
talking about, like
Microsoft's
on
got loads
G4 or
of money.
something?
What
But like,
G4 doesn't exist.
yeah, G4's dead, but Spike owns E3 now, basically the rights
Like,
to show it,
Show it on TV, yeah.
and they only showed one day, so what the hell?
Well,
It
you
was
got to
only
see
one
all
day.
the best.
There was only one day.
Yeah.
Well, they have, all, like the developer interviews and like show floor footage and stuff.
Well, they ended it like right after the EA, and that like they didn't even talk about the stuff, and they didn't show anything the rest of the day. And to my understanding, Ubisoft and Sony were still after it.
Oh well.
Shoutouts to Spike TV, Game Trailers, Jeff Keighley, Doritos Pope.
Yeah. Have you seen videos of Adam Sessler apparently high on cocaine doing interviews at E3?
No.
Well, that's about it.
Cool story.
Right on.
Thanks.
Right on. Who was next? Ubisoft?
Ubisoft, yeah. What did they do? I don't even remember what they did.
They had a really obnoxious lady.
Oh, that fucking
Yeah.
black one. God damn.
No, is it?
Wait a minute, what?
What's her name? She hosted it last year too, right?
Yeah, Girlwood. I hate that bitch.
Phil was
Shots
voicing his opinion.
Dislike of this woman.
Yeah, dislike of this person when it was happening. So I thought
Is it
I
Ashley Tyler? Is that her name?
Oh man. What did Ubisoft show? I didn't watch theirs. I'm sure they showed Rayman Legends.
Probably.
And
I don't
South Park
think they did.
RPG.
Still mad about Rayman Legends.
I don't think
I
they
feel
did.
like the Rayman Legends trailers was like Nintendo's direct thing.
Probably. They own Nintendo, so there you go.
They
So
showed
then what do they
off-
have? South Park RPG? Was that it?
They showed
I
off
think Assassin's
South Park
Creed.
RPG, Assassin's Creed,
Oh, right.
but that was
That's-
also showed at the PS4 conference, which we'll get to later, because that was a thing.
Probably get to that sooner rather than later.
Yeah, apparently Ubisoft didn't do anything.
They also showed off Watch Dogs, I think.
Oh.
Well, they show that off every fucking year.
Yeah. They pretty
Watch
much
that's the story coming.
they pretty much showed Watch Dogs all conferences last year as well.
Yeah.
Next year you're gonna show off Watch Dogs again. Even if the game's out already, they're gonna show it again. They're gonna show off like new DLC. We got new Watch Dogs DLC, guys. I'm excited for that game. That game looks cool. It's got like smart glass crap, like the
Yeah.
fucking I don't know.
The Vita thing.
Yeah, the Vita thing, I guess.
Oh, I forgot about the Vita. Is that still a thing?
That thing.
No, not according to E3.
Huh.
He
Huh.
did not appear at E3.
Dude, it did not. You're not exaggerating. There was
Not
nothing.
even like they didn't
There
even
was-
mention like
There
that
was
you
no
can play
mention at all.
PS4 games on the Vita, which is a really cool feature. Which apparently is just native, which is bizarre that they can just have that a feature. But they didn't mention it, so who cares?
Nope.
They mentioned that.
Did they?
Yeah, the remote play. You're talking about remote play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they talked about it.
I don't remember them saying much about it.
Yeah, I don't think.
It was not made a big a deal as it should have been.
I guess we're moving on to Sony since I guess Ubisoft didn't do anything.
Ubisoft.
Oh, hold
Ubisoft,
on.
Ubisoft, however you want to
Hold
say
on. Ubisoft. They showed off this like Rabbids interactive TV thing.
That's
Oh,
right.
God.
I forgot about that.
You would like
I've
scream.
Blocked it out.
Ubisoft is dead to me as Xbox, as Microsoft is the Xbox One. That's all I gotta say.
Fuck the rabbits, man.
I don't want to hear anything else.
Rabbits are the fawful of this gaming generation.
Hmm.
The
Awful
Fawful.
Rayman universe.
Yeah.
Just go home.
Well, there was a
Rabbids
game
Go
called Rabbids Go Home.
It's
So
almost like I did that on purpose.
Just go to hell.
They also showed off everybody's favorite party game, Just Dance.
yeah, another
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Nice.
You know,
Just
that's
Just Dance 15.
Probably gonna be better than the stupid Harmonix game that they showed him. So
you know,
Oh, Fantasia.
Oh, yeah.
Starring
Fantasia.
some fucking pop singer. I don't know.
starring Bruno Mars. Fucking,
Yeah.
I trust Harmonix with my life. And like that game, and like Disney too, and
Yeah,
like that game is just.
I'm
well,
surprised
first of all,
you're not into it. Just kidding.
dude, it's
Not really.
okay. It's for the
Not
Xbox
really.
One. First of
Alright.
all, you gotta use Kinect,
Yeah.
and then it's like they didn't really show anything off about it. They just showed like people like dancing and like moving their hands around and stuff, and while Locked Out of Heaven played over them. Which okay, when I think of Fantasia, I think of somebody's sex taking me to paradise. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
It's just that game just upsets me because it's like the original Fantasia is all about putting like the images with like classical music, and like this game is like we've got Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
It feels like
Fucking, I don't even.
like it doesn't like have anything to do with the Disney classic, you know? It's just
Literally
like
nothing.
music
The title.
and
Got 'em
things. I don't know. Things happen as you do things. I don't know. I don't get that game. I don't get why they're doing it.
Yeah,
Why Harmonix?
I don't either. Like it just doesn't sit well with me, and I should be excited because it's both Disney and Harmonix, but I'm not.
Connect.
It's even got like Some Nights by Fun in it. Like the three things I love most in the world. Like,
okay, why are you okay with some nights but not Locked Out of Heaven?
I'm not okay with Some Nights.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not okay with any of the pop songs. There's Queen in it too, and I fucking love Queen, but like that's not what Fantasia is.
No, it's
Like-
it's yeah. I mean that's doesn't make sense.
Even like the sequel to Fantasia knew better than to put in stupid pop songs. It was still all classical music. Just that was anyway. That was at Microsoft's conference. Whatever. Move on to PlayStation.
Alright. PlayStation.
Sony.
We
Yeah,
already
Sony.
started talking about it anyway. Since,
Yeah, we
like
talked
pretty
about the
much-
Vita,
Oh,
which barely exists.
there's something I forgot about.
There's a Vita thing.
What'd you forget
Don,
about?
you always forget something. Like every podcast we ever have, you have to be like, wait.
Yeah, there's something for like 10 minutes ago. All right, but gone.
What was it? What'd you
Metal
forget?
Gear Solid 5.
Oh yeah,
Ah.
we're Snake's young again.
I can't believe I forgot.
It looks
I'm-
Mind-blowing graphics. I
Yeah,
think
mind-blowing
it's-
graphics. I just like I can't look at anything else. Like even next gen crap. Like anything else. I just feel like it doesn't compare to Metal Gear Solid 5 after watching it. Like it's all real time too. Like
yeah.
60 FPS, real time, looks gorgeous. Oh my god.
Yeah,
It
and
loo-
it's Metal
it-
Gear.
Yeah, it looks
Those
great.
Those were
Sure.
cutscenes.
Well,
Can I-
according to Kojima, there's going to be less cutscenes in this game, which is interesting.
Yay.
Well,
maybe
I
maybe
imagine.
he took the 45-minute ending scene from Metal Gear Solid 4. Maybe he took the complaints to heart.
I was gonna say, I would imagine after Metal Gear Solid 4 came out and like everybody thought they were clever by like, hey, this isn't a game, it's a movie. Hot shot, shot, shot. I would imagine that Kojima, is a smart enough guy to.
Don't
Well, hey,
believe his lies. Don't believe anything Kojima says anything about anything before the game comes out.
okay.
I love him to death, but do not listen to him.
I'm
He's a
still
troll.
convinced you play as Snake all the way through.
It's going to be riding again.
Yeah.
So how
Some
like
guy
how do we know?
dressed as Snake.
How
Well,
do
that's
we
why-
know if he's not gonna pull another red nose?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not played by Hayner this game, right?
Hater.
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 Hater. Damn it!
Hainer
was screwed
is Kingdom Hearts 2.
All right. So
Hey, check
at least
out.
I got a name.
Name
Yeah.
of somebody.
But for all we know, that could also be a troll.
Yeah.
David Hayter's going to show up in some capacity in this
Yeah,
game.
I've already heard like a million stupid rumors about how David Hayter's gonna show up.
Yeah.
He might.
Yeah.
It's Kojima.
It's true.
So
It could happen.
he might still be like Solid Snake.
Yeah,
And,
because like Naked Snake is Big Boss.
This is
He's a
Gaseous
different
Snake.
guy.
I do
Wow.
like Kiefer Sutherland, right? Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
As the new Snake, I think he works. Like, I'm sad Hater's gone. Like, but he might come back. I don't know.
yeah.
I think it's cool what they're doing. Like,
Yeah.
they got like a really good actor for
Yeah, I
play
mean-
Snake.
Kiefer Sutherland ain't nobody, you know.
Yeah.
So
I bet they changed him so that for that Metal Gear movie they could just cast Keith or Sutherland.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe this is the Metal Gear movie.
That's why it looks so good.
hey, this ain't a game; it's a movie.
There's gonna be less
Shit.
cutscenes because the entire thing is
The
gonna be a
entire thing is a
cutscene.
cutscene.
It's not even the fucking
You guys.
Game plays
quick
itself.
time events. It's just a movie.
Oh boy.
Sony's conference.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yes,
Sony. Yeah,
seriously.
right.
Moving on.
And it.
What did Sony announce, guys?
They just announced the price. That's what they announced.
Yeah.
There you go.
That was at the very end. But
Wow. What else did they do?
Well, how about they spent their entire conference bitch slapping and nut shotting the Xbox? How about that?
As you
that
would.
was at the end too. Okay. Alright.
That was
Yeah.
glorious.
They showed off games. Okay. Like they showed off that like I don't know 1800s game or whatever. I forget what it's called.
Oh. The Order 1886.
1886. Yeah. Like it looks like a Leopard Dead in old times, but then like they all of a sudden threw like fucking magical weapons and shit, magical like
Yeah.
like I don't know.
Neat.
Good.
They-
It wasn't actually gameplay footage, I don't think, but
Oh, didn't it say it was like, oh, this is in engine?
is it really? Oh, that's impressive.
I might be lying. I could very easily be lying.
You could.
Yeah.
Did they talk about Ridge Racer?
No, they have two other racing games though, Gran Turismo and
Oh.
Drive Club, and Drive Club is gonna have like a free version for PlayStation Plus members. At release.
Speaking of racing games, I just remember Microsoft's conference took like 10 minutes to talk about Forza and how it's what they called the death of AI, and they're just
the
gonna
driver
call it. Yeah,
Didn't
but
Sony
it's
have
still
a
AI.
driving game too? Didn't they have another stupid? What was it? Gran Turismo or was
Gran
it
Turismo?
Project Cars? I don't even know. They had something. They had all the games that look exactly the same.
Yeah. Well, because like, if you make a game that's just cars, you can make the cars look really good, and people go, "Wow, these graphics are amazing," but it's just cars driving about.
Yeah. It's true, man. Those I can't believe how many and how well those Gran Turismo games have sold. Because it's just cars. Like,
People like cars, man.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
They're all
People-
some of the like best-selling games of all time.
That's what
Like,
I'm saying.
every one of them is in like the top 50 or something
yeah,
like that.
like what the f?
It's like porn for guys.
It is.
Oh, actually,
Porn is like porn for guys,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Gran
But
Turismo
another
is
one.
like porn
Another
for car fanatics.
Porn for guys who like cars.
Yeah.
Oh man.
People do
Corn.
not like Cars 2 as much.
Porn?
Car porn, yeah, corn.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I'm on board with you, man. Totally.
Oh,
What?
God.
What else did they show? They showed Infamous Second
Yeah.
Son.
Oh,
and
yeah.
don't
Oh,
care.
because
I should-
what's his name's not in it.
Yeah, Cole's not in it, and like I love the first two Infamous games, but it's just like,
Well, I mean, you know why he's not in it now, so
yeah.
Yeah,
aren't you interested to see what happens?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back. I'm guarantee you they'll bring him back in some way. But yeah, I'll probably play it eventually. I like that they dedicated a lot of time to like indie games and like
Yeah.
smaller games.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like with Sony, like they're letting indie games like self-publish, and like that's awesome. Whereas like Microsoft, I think even now, like you have to go into like a crazy contract with them
Yeah.
to be able
Yeah.
to release your games, and like it's just gonna get worse on Xbox
Sony gets
One.
it. Sony gets it in terms of.
Yeah, Sony's been
like-
trying really hard with indie games, and
Mhm.
like
I don't get
just
why
pushing-
Microsoft doesn't see it. Like, the potential in indie games is like huge. Like people love that like creative work, you know, like of like the small guy that just wants to do like what he wants, you know, not
Yeah,
just
it's
like
one thing that this generation is doing right.
I think it's
Indie
great.
games.
Yeah.
Transistor looks great.
Hmm.
I'm surprised they put the like Oddworld game there a little bit, but I guess they're an indie developer now.
This wasn't
I'm
at the
excited
press
for that.
conference. but I think it was during like some sort of Sony event that I first saw Dive Kick, and that looks quite fun.
Dive Kick?
But that's
I don't
yeah.
think Dive Kick was at E3, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just like tuning in on like game trailers, and I think it was like some Sony event, but it was just people playing Dive Kick, and I was like, wow, how can you make a game that literally just has Marn in it as a playable character? That is so dumb.
Yeah, Marn, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome. He's actually pretty good
there's-
too.
There's two like sort of indie games coming out for I think they're coming out for PS3. I don't think they're going to be on PS4. That like I'm super excited for. One of them is called Rain. I don't know if any of you saw that.
I've heard of
I saw
yeah.
it and I figured
I've heard of
you
it.
would
Yeah.
like it. I like
Yeah,
you love
I-
artsy games like those.
I love artsy games, and I really want to play Rain. Like he plays like this, like I don't know if it's like a spirit or like a shadow kid or something, but like you can only see him like when you're in the rain, and like you see like his outline, like a blue outline around him because like the rain's dripping down him,
Mhm.
and you're running from like you're like trying to escape these other like rain creatures, and like you can go under like awnings and stuff to like block out the rain, and like you disappear, like you can hide from things, but you get to move still because you could see like his wet footprints, and just it looks cool. It looks really artsy and like really unique, and I just hope it doesn't suck. And then they also showed off this game called Contrast, which looks really cool, where you play as like this little girl's like imaginary friend, and like her imaginary friend has this power where she can go into the walls and turn into a shadow, and like you can manipulate like things in the like when you go stop being a shadow, like you can manipulate things and make the shadows on the walls, so you can create platforms to get higher up like as a shadow, and it just looks like a really unique neat gameplay mechanic. I don't know if they showed Contrast at the conference, but they did show it at E3. Like there was a new demo for it, and like it looks neat. It looks really cool. Look it up if you haven't seen it.
Cool.
It's a cool looking game. I like indie games. I like art games. I like Sony. They're doing it right.
You know what I like?
For once. Go
Yeah, what's
ahead.
up?
Be like,
Kingdom Hearts 3!
Oh my god, it's happening.
Final Fantasy was announced before that. you
Yeah.
jerk.
yeah.
Fucking don't give.
Well, it's
It's
a big deal
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's versus 13, only not.
It's
Yeah,
like 7 years in the making.
Yeah, we should talk about that little sleight
Little?
of hand there. You know, that game that we've been developing for 7 years. Is this your card? Yeah, they
Well,
just
now
kind
it's
of-
Final Fantasy 15,
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah.
well, now it has to be released.
Yeah,
Mm.
because they,
You can't
They can't
not
just-
release a mainline Final Fantasy
Yeah.
title.
No,
you
yeah.
numbered it, so now it has to come out.
yeah, they can't pull this trick again. They can't say, okay, let's make it Final Fantasy 16. Wait, shit. Yeah, so
Yeah, no kidding.
that was fun.
Yeah, so that happened, and like that's cool. They dedicated a lot of time to that, and then they announced Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
And that was cool.
That was a very
People
short
lost
trailer,
their shit.
but wow, I'm so excited.
They pretty much only said like oh, we're making it. Have fun.
Yeah.
Wait another
They
5
showed-
years.
They showed what they were trying to pass off as gameplay footage, and that very well might have been, but it looked a bit cinematic.
Eh.
Yeah.
Pretty though.
Square's,
Very-
Square's, I forget, Luminous Engine? Yeah, Luminous Engine, like, it looks pretty good. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
it
What-
might be better or just as good as Konami's Fox Engine, or Kochi Pro. Kochi Pro.
What I really like
Guaranteed.
about like Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer is that like the graphics are so much better, but it has the same like art style. They haven't sacrificed any of the like cartooniness of it.
Right.
You know, it really, I think it looks wonderful. I think that I would like to see more games stylized like that just look beautiful, but they're not really cell shaded. You know, it's more.
Smooth.
It's just
Like,
got a crisp,
Colorful.
nice art style. I really dig
Yeah.
it.
I think a lot of Nintendo Wii U games, like, that's later, but, like,
Yeah.
I think it looks like that.
Yeah, they've really nailed it somehow.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
like.
what-
I also like that like both Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts pretty much just Square in general. Like they were just at Sony's conference, and then like later they were like, oh yeah, these games are also coming out on that other console. They just kind of threw that in later, like as an afterthought.
Well, like,
But, like,
the
I think it's better that they are actually at Sony's conference, because, like, Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, these are series that are most popular
Or
on
Sony
Sony
based.
platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I don't disagree. I I think Kingdom Hearts should be on a Sony platform. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, yeah, they were
Anyway.
never going to make it Xbox One exclusive.
No,
Right.
of course not.
Yeah,
No.
but that they're putting it on it, I have no objection to because I'm just not going to buy that one.
Yeah. It's not going to last long enough to actually get that game on the console.
Yeah. So.
Because we're still looking at like 3 years before we get this game. Just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
We're not getting this game anytime soon.
3, maybe 7, maybe 7.
Yeah.
No,
We're gonna get 3 more Kingdom Hearts games in the meantime.
No, they're finally done dicking around, going backwards and sideways. They're going
No.
There's an exclusive one for
are
the
you sure?
Kingdom Hearts for the
Next year.
Xbox One.
Next year it's gonna be Kingdom Hearts versus 13
No,
and Kingdom
Hearts
Hearts
1.
Type 0.
wrong.
The one
Kingdom
thing I
Hearts
didn't
3
like.
2.
Kingdom Hearts Before Crisis. Hey, can I just say that obviously it's cool that this is Kingdom Hearts 3, like that we've been waiting for that since after the second one. But can we just all thank the Lord that it's not Kingdom Hearts 3 Sugaros?
Wow.
Are you talking about like a stupid subtitle?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wish I could think of a better one, but it's
Well,
like,
Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't have a stupid subtitle. So
I know,
like, I
neither
don't know why the third one would.
it wouldn't. But I'm saying like it's just so I'm so glad that
You're
It's
glad
still
they
in
did
development though.
nonetheless,
Like they
yeah.
can change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was the trailer they showed at the end. They had that it was what they were showing was 1.5 as like a PS3 thing, and the first time I saw it, I'm like, wait, Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be on the PS3, but I was wrong.
yeah, you got to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were showing off like that you can get an art book when you pre-order.
That was really why they were at the conference.
Yeah, they just
It
wanted you to,
wasn't because of the announcements
dear
for these
Lord,
new
I want
games.
that.
they just wanted you to know that they're also going to be selling this game in 3 months. Please buy it, please.
You can get this old game here.
These 2 old games,
Yeah.
2.5
Two
old games.
games.
Well, I haven't played any Kingdom Hearts games. So I
I
might
want.
get
Yeah, I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game outside of the DS and the Game Boy Advance games, so
You have a PS Triple.
I don't have a PS3.
Oh well.
That's
I'll
nice.
get the PS4.
Ah.
Hey, it's cheaper. It's cheaper than what I paid for the PS3.
I was waiting for that.
I love
knew-
it. 99
Josh.
I knew we would
Oh.
make it out of this podcast with us bemoaning his foolish purchase of
Oh,
the PlayStation
man.
3.
I paid $500 fucking dollars, and this one that I heard a rumor that it was gonna be $1,200 is only $400. It's cheaper than what I paid for this older console.
Well,
I
it's
feel
good.
like, yeah, I might actually buy the PS4 sooner rather than later.
I don't know if I'll get it at launch.
I'm not.
Not
I
at-
gotta
not
get
at
it
launch,
through
no.
first myself.
But yeah, well, they haven't really.
It looks like it's
They're
gonna have
gonna
a really
work
good
on-
future, though.
They're. I think they're supposed to like announce how it's going to be backwards compatible or not. Is it?
Oh, is
I don't
it?
even know.
I was gonna ask that. I don't know.
I don't know either. But like, I
I
feel
don't
like
think so.
Please let it
well, if you're backwards compatible, then you're really backwards.
yeah, fucking Xbox. Jesus.
Got Matrix
Oh.
strikes again.
You, Microsoft.
It was at that point, like after like Kingdom Hearts and all that, I think they showed off Destiny for like 25 minutes, and I just didn't care. And then
Yeah.
Destiny looks cool though, dude.
Yeah,
No,
not
it's-
exclusive though.
it looks nice, like it looks pretty.
Dude, it's
and,
really
like,
pretty, and like all that stuff, like we were talking earlier, it's all in engine.
Yeah, and like it's by Bungie, and like I trust Bungie. I'm sure it'll be a good game. I just
Yeah.
don't care.
I
I
don't
feel,
really.
like I feel like they really want me to care, but
Well,
I
like-
don't care.
I'm not that excited for it either, but like I think it looks cool. Like I could see myself playing it 15 years from now.
Yeah, I just I don't care. But like after that, then that's when they just started like punching and kicking at like Xbox like constantly. They like, well, you could play used games. They
Yeah.
made like that funny little video.
With Kaz, the
Yeah.
fucking president.
Oh, God.
Taking personal pot shots against Microsoft. That was the highlight of their conference for me.
Like, what all did they say? Because I didn't see it.
It was
Well, okay.
phenomenal.
There's no DRM, except there is like a catch to that. I guess developers can decide if they want that. Like if a game, like if EA puts the game on the PS3 or PS4, I guess they can decide if they want like it to have to connect to a server to play it, but like it's not required like on the Xbox. Like it's not built into the PS4 like as that's just something that has to be done. So they said that you don't have to be online to play your games.
Here's the thing. That's also the case with like region free on Sony PS3 and PS4. Like for PS3, like pretty much every game is region free, except like Persona 4 Arena or some shit, and that was like a whole big deal. So I think it's the same thing, sort of. Like you can choose to be an asshole.
Yeah, and so there's that. There's a lot of like choice involved, like with the developers. Sony's giving the developers a lot of like say in what they're able to do on their console, but they also, they said that you could it's gonna play used games, so like that's important. Like, and it's really sad that has to be a selling point.
Yeah, that needs to be said. Is that like that shouldn't have to be a selling point.
Right. It's really sad.
We shouldn't have to live in an E3 where Sony has to come out and say, no, you should buy our console because it plays used games. That's a sad state of affairs right there. But yeah, that's where we stand.
That's fucking new next gen, man. Like, at the end of this gen, it was kind of like pointing towards that with the rumors and whatnot, and like it's here now. That gen is here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta stop it.
Yeah.
It's the dark ages of gaming.
That's really sad. But that's pretty much, they were pretty much dropping bombs at an Xbox's face. And then they announced the price.
The deal. Yeah, the seal the deal. They announced the price. $100 less than their competitor.
Yeah.
And less than I paid.
Yeah.
All right, there.
And
I'm done.
everybody was just like, "Yep."
I feel like that was below the belt. Like in the immediate wake of that conference, everybody on like Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr was just making all the jokes about what a low blow that was, and how bad Microsoft must have been sweating.
They were sweating that whole conference, man.
Yeah.
They deserved it, to be honest.
Sony like rocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Like but they not to completely praise Sony, they did drop that little hint in there where you have to have a PlayStation Plus subscription to play online.
Yeah, they kind of like slipped that one in there.
Yeah. And when everybody was like cheering like about how awesome the PlayStation is, they're like, "Oh yeah, also
here's this thing that's bullshit."
Yeah. It's kind of like when the Dojo announced Sonic and like right below it they were like, "Oh yeah, also the game's being delayed a couple months."
Yeah. It's a lot like that.
Are you talking about like the PlayStation Plus? Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that actually it was below. Like if in that video where like the guy was like giving the game, sharing the game, that like really funny video. At the bottom it says that you need PlayStation Plus to pay for online. Like,
see, that's bullshit.
It was not mentioned anywhere really. Just in that like little tiny text as you were laughing at them handing over that game. Like you don't even pay attention to that. You're just like, ha 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 ha.
Oh, Master Troll, Sony. Yeah.
Good job, Sony.
But in reality, they're trolling you.
Yeah, they definitely snuck it in there. But like, it's all right because like PlayStation Plus, the difference being, it's actually a good service. You get fucking like a gazillion free games, and you get a gazillion discounts on games that are on the PlayStation Network store. It's like
well, the PlayStation Plus is a good service, so I'm not too upset about it.
Yeah.
And of course, you can still play single player games offline. Like
you don't have to put up with that bullshit. Where you have to sign in once a day.
Yep.
So there's that.
Yeah.